Okay, so something a little different today. So today we're on clarinet, not just clarinet, not a clarinet, but a clarinet in the key of A. That's funny, I haven't sold one of these, and I hadn't sold one in maybe a year or more. And then all of a sudden, I sold a friend of mine's pair of the low B flat A, and just sold another A, like a Noble, nice second line. So this is the top of the line professional model Selmer in the key of A. So I was trying to find something to play along with, but everything's in either B flat or E flat or C. And this is an A, and I'm not up to transposing today. So this one's kind of cool because it has some of the alternate fingers on it. It's getting like the oboe world, where you have a separate couple of alternate fingers, which are pretty cool. It's not quite full bam. I have a couple that are full bam, where you've B flat ones, where you've got an E flat key over here. So why they have 4 here and only 3 here, I have no idea. But on a full bam system, you've got 4 keys over here, so you can actually play the E flat. So if you're playing a C in the second register and you need to go to E flat real quick, you kind of have to go like this, which is crazy. With the full bam, so you have to remember to start on the C over here and then play the E flat over here to get out of trouble. I have to mark it on all my music, play the left hand pinky instead of down here on the right hand pinky. So anyhow, beautiful dark deep tone. So I'm used to hearing B flat and I'm hearing A, so it's kind of screwing me up. Okay, one of the tricks, this has the articulated G sharp. So on the saxophone, you can hold the F and play the G sharp and go back and forth, no problem. To trill the G sharp is pretty tough. So with the articulated, you can hold the G sharp instead of going on a regular clarinet, you can hold the G. And if you notice, the crazy thing is that the G sharp hole is in the tenon. That's where they want it to be, instead of before they wanted to chop the horn in half to get it into a smaller case. Then they had to put it off here on the side, which is not exactly where it should be, but for all practicalities of taking it apart. So now the G sharp is actually where it should be, right in line with everybody else. You just have to be really careful putting it back together, because there's 2 keys to mess with, like on an oboe. So anyhow, so the other thing is you have your normal A to B sharp here, the B flat to be natural. Okay. So now you can play, instead of going with your weak little finger, with the articulated G sharp, you can play the G sharp with a nice strong finger. Those little fingers are always terrible to try to trill with. What other tricks? I think that's about it. There may be something, because there's extra mechanism up here and there's crazy things. I'll have to get a book out or something. But that's the 2 main ones. So you have a G sharp trill key, which is really cool. And the articulated G sharp, so you can hold the G sharp down. You should actually write a tune where that you can do that facility, which is kind of cool. What's that? Oh, I have a big stain. I got a big stain there. I didn't even notice it. Oh, terrible, my work shirt. And of course, it comes in a double case. So you have the case for the A, of course, and then you have a space for the B flat also. Comes in a nice original vintage Selmer case. So you got the back is an A and the front is the B flat model. So almost every time you buy an A, you get a double case, because somebody who wants to carry 2 cases around. So in that case, You just have to carry one. So anyhow, Selmer's like the one of the big. There's always a big school between the Selmer guys and the buffet guys, and a lot of them play the Selmers, a lot of them play the buffets. I put a nice little cushy here. I used to have a little knot on my thumb from playing the clarinet. I'm not playing it as much as I should, and I'm trying to get back into it. But the pads look pretty darn fresh. The ring key pad on the bottom half, so the ring keys are up a little high for me, so I'm probably going to change out that pad to a little thinner pad. I like the ring keys down a little farther. And of course, as soon as I do that, then I got to readjust everything else. Because this is doing the articulated G sharp and actually the 1 B flat at the same time. So there it is. Really nice. No cracks. A beautiful piece of wood. And you can kind of still see maybe I'll refresh the logos, make it look prettier. But you can see the one up here is still real nice. So there it is, clarinet in the key of A. So with every A clarinet, I have, a friend of mine just retired from clarinet playing, I have 3 copies of the Mozart concerto, clarinet concerto in A. I have the A part and the B flat part, so you can do it on either instrument if you want. So a friend of mine was crying, she was transposing all the B flat parts, all the A parts to B flat. I said, well, just come down and get my A clarinet. She ended up buying it just for that thing. She was trying to play the A part on the B flat, so she had to transpose the whole thing a half step, which is a pain in the butt for its long piece. So anyhow, there it is. Again, real nice shape. Again, the Selmer is like one of the tops in the world, made in Paris, and pretty cool. A lot of people don't like that E flat over here because they're hitting it when they don't want to hit it. So anyhow, there it is. Pretty selling it pretty inexpensive, like under $1,000 bucks. I think they're about between 3 and 4 for a new one now. Crazy. So. Of course, all my friends and myself, I always play flat. It's too soft of a reed, no, not enough chops to bring it up. These kids who here are playing number 4 reeds, and I can't even get a note out of it. So on my personal clarinet, I have to warm it up, and then it comes up to pitch. If it's cold, it's way flat. So anyhow, that's it. Selmer, I think it's pre-Series 9. I'll see if I can find... I can't read the serial number without my glasses on, but I'll see if I can date it. I'm guessing maybe 60s, 70s or something like that, but I'm guessing. Anyhow, there it is. Selmer, top of the line, clarinet in the key of A. I mean, you don't use it that often, so why spend $3-4 grand on a new one for that occasional orchestral time you need to have an A clarinet. So this would do just fine. Anyhow, signing out.